Welcome to the Singers Stadium party in Seoul, South Korea. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Stars going up against the Seoul Singers. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your Seoul Singers.
All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill here today, Jared Jones.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now a chance for Ellie De La
For
Cruz.
Indiana, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Next
That's a ball.
offering is down low.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Makes the grab, one down. Eric Davis digs in now. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner. But what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Yeah, the batter now, Nick Kurtz.
Kurtz.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. Looked like it was a little bit up.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, and it hits the base. Go ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now, Christian Moore. And that's ripped for a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Waste no time there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going, gone. He circles the bases. It's 3-0. So they turn to Edwin Diaz out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Base is empty with 2 away. And here is Torrey Hunter. Left field, way back there. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here in Seoul. And on the hill in this one, Dennis Eckersley. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Brian Roberts leading things off and takes a strike. Just off the inside edge. Chris, the GBL is different for a lot of reasons, and one of those reasons is having only 8 teams in the league. How does that impact these teams?
Well, I think it changes a lot of things for these hitters.
And the bunt doesn't work out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Beltran.
Most obvious difference is you get really used to seeing these other pitchers, and it's not like they're running through a pitching book with 30 different teams anymore.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. So who does it help more, the pitchers or the hitters?
I think it helps the hitters because they become more familiar with the pitcher's stuff. The shortened schedule, it doesn't help, though, and that cuts into the amount of at-bats they get. So the GBL, it's just a different beast.
The right
throws to first in time.
Walker.
Larry Walker stands in now and watches strike one. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson.
The third baseman, Gunnar Henderson.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Checks over to first, back safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And now it's going to be Dalton rushing in the dirt, and that's ball one. That one pushed to the left and foul. Nobody out, runner at first. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1. There goes the runner. And that one is lifted in the air. Hunter sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out. Connor Griffin getting ready to hit.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Connor Griffin.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Wide throw, and it gets away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1.
De La Cruz.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And the right-hander deals. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
That's a ball.
Carter's throw. Not in time. Stolen base. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about
Robert Suarez will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So they're all loaded up. Eric Davis will hit next. Fly to center his first time. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
And that one hammered, ranging back. Makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's 4-0. So up next, Nick Kurtz. A double and a run scored his first time up. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 on, 2 outs. Now move to first, and he dives back in safely. Ellie looking to steal. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Pitch misses, and the count is even, 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. And that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0. And now Christian Moore singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a foul out of play. Two out, space is empty. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throws to first in time. Larkin gone on the play. Next is the designated hitter, Willie McCovey. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Eckersley, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
On to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Torrey Hunter. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Luis Gonzalez in the box now. No balls and a strike. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that pitchers at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. Stays alive. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Pete Fairbanks.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Braden Montgomery. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That one misses. 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
That one misses. So a
out.
leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Hunter batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Base hit, and out 2 aboard. Now the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson, singled and scored his first time. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Got him. And one away in the top of the third. Dalton rushing the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. That's down and in. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that.
On the mound now, Andres Munoz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So base is loaded with 1 away. And now the DH, Connor Griffin. To the left side, but it is well foul. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they now lead by 9.
Back-to-back base hits. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now Ellie De La Cruz in the air, left field. Gonzalez racing hard after it. He makes the grab. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Cindy. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jose Buto.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Late with the swing there. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Strike 2.
I wanted to race the freeze with 1 point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Check swing, called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now at the plate, Adrian Beltre. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Swings through that one for strike 1. Pena leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle. And you
got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.